In the previous video, I showcased a lot of interesting facts from the behind-the-scene footages of Squid Game Season 3. You can check the link in the comment below. Now let's begin part 2 of the series. In episode 2, this guy was one of the first kills of Namgyu and Myunggi, and you can see both of them warming up right before the action. In another scene, Namgyu accidentally stumbles on the ground while trying to sprint. You can see the director wearing the jacket of Netflix. Namgyu was shown to be taking the drugs of Thanos to calm his nerves, but in reality, it was just vitamin C tablets with food colors on it. You can also notice the Wi-Fi routers being hung on the set. There is a scene of Daeho trying to run from Sang-gi-han, and even though a massive height was showcased, they were just simply shooting on the ground.
Action!
So Daeho had to pretend that he is looking at a massive height. You can also see the blue curtain they used for the CGI. This was the first kill of Hyunju in Season 3, and this knife used in the fight was actually a dummy knife. It was made of flexible plastic material, and during the scene, the knife actually bent because of that. This was the very moment the most important character of Squid Game Season 3 was born. During the delivery, Hyunju was holding the hand of Junhee for emotional support, but in reality, she was just trying hard not to laugh during the scene. And needless to say that the baby was a CGI. After losing Yongsik, his mother Jangamja was pleading with the Pinkers to stop the game. And you can see her acting in front of the camera when some crew members in the back were minding their own business. She was so much into the character that she couldn't stop crying after the pack-up. Half of the Chosu and Yongshi dolls were made using CGI. Maybe they wanted to lower the production cost by half? Who knows? If you look at this mini doll with the dirty mind, you can see something else over here. You know what I mean, right? You can see the director doing a quick warm-up in his free time. For the jumping rope scene, they used 2 different sets for the shoot. This set was used for the majority of the video shoots. This set was used only for the scenes where they had to portray a height difference. This baby in the hand of Sang-gi-han was also prosthetic. Why? Because film studios are not allowed to hire newborn infants due to international human rights law. They even strapped a camera to the body of Sang-gi-han to add more realism in the action scenes. They used blankets on the ground so that the actors don't fall directly onto the hard ground. As there was no real jumping rope in this scene, the actors were signaled to jump using a rhythmic beeping sound. You can also see a small dummy of Sang-gi-han lying on the edge. In every season, the actor or the frontman actually spoke English with the VIPs.
Most of them are thinking now, if more people die.
There was no English dubbing of his voice. Even though this scene in episode 5 was full of heated arguments, Sang-gi-han and frontman were laughing majority of the time. I was so happy to see Saebyeok coming back to the series even though it was for a few seconds. I savored every single moment when I saw her for the first time. This fight scene in the lift was one of the most iconic moments of the final episode. And guess what? The actress Park Gyu-young was offered to use a body double for most of the masked action scenes, but she refused and said that she would do it herself. When this shoot was going on, it was already hot summer of August in South Korea, meaning she was boiling inside the suit during the action scene. This is the set of the final game. Circle, square, and triangle. They used actual sliding plates to go from one shape to another. Myunggi had a body double, but why? Sang-gi-han also had a body double. These scenes are not complex enough to have body doubles, right? I guess you're familiar with this lunchbox meme. When Myunggi was talking to his lunchbox, the man decides to fall off the dome to avoid even a more painful death in the next round. But in reality, Myunggi was talking to nobody, but he had to pretend that he was interacting with someone. They used another heightened circle dome for the death scene of Myunggi. This was the last day of Sang-gi-han on the set. He jokingly says that he will see the director within 10 years. The frontman got the best gift from the set. These people are giggling and dancing on the set as if they didn't give us a third-degree trauma throughout the series. I really have a crush on this cutie pie. She literally carried episode 6 on her back along with Sang-gi-han. This idiot did nothing on the show. 3 years of expedition only to ask his stepbrother,
Why? Why'd you do it?
Why? Why did the director even cast you?